Hello friends, this is Jack from Choco Recapped, and today, I'm going to recap the 2022 adventure comedy movie called Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. At the beginning of the movie, Puss in Boots narrates the story of a shooting star that has fallen from the sky with a single wish inside, waiting for a worthy recipient to grant it. Puss is having a great time enjoying his status as a legendary hero by throwing a party at the governor of Del Mar's house and singing a song about his heroic deeds. When the governor shows up, Puss cunningly escapes from his clutches and outwits his guards. Later, Puss accidentally awakens the sleeping giant of Del Mar and must engage in a fierce battle with the one-eyed beast to protect the town. Using his intelligence, Puss manages to knock the giant unconscious by tying a bell around its horns. As Puss and the townspeople celebrate their victory, the bell falls and crushes Puss, leading to an unexpected turn of events. After being crushed by a falling bell, Puss wakes up in the office of the town doctor. Despite being informed of his recent demise, Puss brushes it off, claiming that cats have 9 lives. However, the doctor reminds Puss of all the times he has previously died, including in a bullfight, in a bad poker game, falling off a ledge, getting burned while making cookies, being launched out of a cannon, crushed by a large weight, and an allergic reaction to shellfish. With only 1 life left, the doctor suggests that Puss should retire from his life of adventure. Later, in a pub, Puss is confronted by the big bad wolf, who is armed with 2 scythes. Puss is quick to draw his own sword, but the wolf proves to be one of his toughest adversaries yet, slicing Puss with his scythe. Puss realizes that he fears the wolf and has no choice but to hang up his boots for good. After the doctor recommends it, Puss is taken in by Mama Luna, a woman who takes care of cats. Initially, Puss feels lost and buries his iconic outfit as a symbol of leaving his old life behind. Living with Mama Luna's cats doesn't make him happy, and he misses his adventurous life. One day, he meets a small dog who pretends to be a cat and calls him Perito. Meanwhile, Goldilocks and the 3 bears come to Mama Luna's house looking for Puss, as they need him for a secret mission. When they find Puss, they don't recognize him because of his beard and lack of outfit. The trio eventually learns about the map to the wishing star, which they intend to steal. Puss decides to take matters into his own hands and retrieve the map, as it will allow him to regain his past lives. Perito accompanies him to Big Jack Horner's compound, where Puss believes the map is located. Jack has a peculiar hobby collecting various magical artifacts from different fairy tales, such as Cinderella's glass slipper, poison apples, and the growing cookie from Alice in Wonderland. He has a sinister plan to use the map to locate the wishing star and possess all the magic in the world. Puss tries to take the map from Jack, but his plan is thwarted by Kitty Softpaws, his former love interest. They engage in a fight over the map because Kitty had initially been hired by Goldie and the bears for the job, but she was planning to betray them. Jack intervenes and starts chasing after them. Puss and Kitty jump onto a carriage driven by Perito to escape Jack's men. Jack assembles his baker's dozen of henchmen and gathers necessary magical artifacts to retrieve the map. Meanwhile, Puss is petrified when he thinks he sees the wolf lurking in the shadows. Puss, Kitty, and Perito press on with their journey towards the wishing star, traversing through a portal that leads them into the dark forest. The map they carry seems to change the environment based on the holder's disposition. When Puss and Kitty take it, their path becomes treacherous and murky, but when Perito holds it, the path transforms into a cheerful and colorful rainbow land due to his boundless positivity. As a result, the cats let Perito hold the map. However, their respite is short-lived, as Goldie and the bears descend upon them, forcing the trio to hasten their pace. Along their path, they encounter a field of giant flowers called Pocketful of Posies, which attack Puss and Kitty. Nevertheless, Perito's affinity for the flowers wins them over. In Perito's words, the cats must stop and smell the roses. Meanwhile, Goldie and the bears, along with Jack and his henchmen, also face the posies, but with less success. Some of Jack's men are devoured or slain, while Goldie and the bears manage to overcome the obstacle. The three adventurers continue on, and Perito reveals his backstory to Puss and Kitty. His previous family would often try to discard him, but he assumed it was just a prank and kept returning. Eventually, they threw him into a sock with a rock and tossed him into the river, believing they had finally gotten rid of him for good. As they listen to Perito's tragic past, Puss and Kitty feel saddened, but Perito maintains a positive outlook. However, Perito eventually wanders off alone into a vibrant forest where Jack and his minions seize him. A chaotic brawl ensues after Goldie and the bears arrive, during which Jack uses unicorn horns to defeat his goons. Amid the commotion, Goldie and the bears snatch the map from the trio. Jack encounters a talking cricket who tries to be his conscience, but to no avail. Puss flees as the forest transforms into a dark and ominous place, convinced that the wolf is stalking him. Perito locates Puss and consoles him. Puss confides in Perito that he needs the wish to save his life and confesses why Kitty is angry with him. He abandoned her at the altar on their wedding day because he believed that there was no space for anyone in his adventure-filled existence. Overhearing Puss express remorse, Kitty decides to help him recover. Goldie, the bears, and the trio all converge on the old cottage, where the map reveals the location of the wishing star. Goldie and the bears, who had taken in Goldie when she was an orphan, decide to let her have the wish. However, the trio manages to swipe the map back, and Puss becomes trapped in a giant crystal cave while the environment continues to shift. Puss shows the map to Kitty, so she can track down Perito, who had been taken hostage by Goldie. As they try to escape, Goldie and Baby argue and exchange insults, with Perito telling them that they have the perfect family that he wishes he always had. Goldie reveals that her wish is to have a human family, which breaks the bears' hearts. Jack and his remaining henchmen use each other as a human bridge, with most of them falling to their deaths. The cricket realizes that Jack is a horrible person and gets flicked off his shoulder. Deep in the heart of the cave, Puss reflects on his past lives and how they all seem to be smug and self-centered. However, he realizes that his current life with Kitty and Perito is different and brings him true happiness. Suddenly, the wolf appears and claims to be Death himself, come to collect Puss's soul. Fear grips Puss, and he once again tries to run away. After evading death, Puss reaches the location of the star and begins to recite the incantation to make his wish. However, his plans are interrupted by Kitty and Perito, who arrive and mistake Puss for betraying them. He tries to explain the situation, but is cut short by the arrival of Goldie, the bears, Jack, and his henchmen, all fighting for the map. During the struggle, the star begins to rise and creates a powerful force field that throws people out. One of Jack's henchmen is sucked out, and Baby is nearly pulled up too, but Goldie sacrifices her chance to get the wish to save Baby, realizing that the bears are her true family. Kitty manages to save Perito by knocking Jack into his bottomless bag. The wolf returns and surrounds Puss with a ring of fire, taunting him over his fear of death, and suggesting that using his wish to cheat death would be the coward's way out. As Puss reflects on his time spent with Kitty and Perito, he resolves to make the most of his remaining life. He draws his sword and engages in a heated battle with the wolf. Though Puss ultimately disarms the wolf, the latter is disappointed that Puss no longer embodies the daring, death-defying hero he once knew. Nonetheless, the wolf departs, leaving Jack to emerge from his bottomless bag after devouring the growing cookie. Jack seizes the map and sets out to make his wish, but Perito tries to distract him with his adorable puppy eyes, to no avail. Meanwhile, Goldie steps in to help by throwing Puss, Kitty, and herself at Jack while the bears join the fray. Ultimately, Puss, Kitty, and Goldie destroy the map, causing the star to disintegrate. Jack tries to put the map back together, but he realizes that he is missing one piece, which is in the hands of the cricket. Using Jack's phoenix, the cricket burns the missing piece, completely destroying the map. As a result, the star completely breaks down and absorbs Jack before shooting back into the sky and exploding. Puss, Kitty, and Perito part ways with Goldie and the bears. Perito decides to stick with his name, happy to consider Puss and Kitty his new family. They all sit together, gazing at the stars. Several days later, the governor finds out that his boat has been stolen, and he knows who did it. Puss, Kitty, and Perito set sail for new adventures, and Puss mentions visiting old friends. The camera then shifts to the kingdom of Far, Far Away, hinting that Puss might be planning a visit to a certain green ogre. And this brings the movie to an end. So friends, if you have enjoyed the recap of the movie, then don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Also, do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss out on another video. Until next time, take care.